ours and lays a strong foundation, especially in the early years. We have the potential to raise a generation that knows how to live and coexist with each other. I'd like you all to raise your hand if you've ever traveled outside of the country. All right, you can lower your hand. Raise your hand if you've ever flown on a plane before. Taken a road trip? Okay, I see most of us are all very well traveled in this room. My name's Piper Anderson, and though I've never had the opportunity to travel out of the country before, I've been very lucky to have traveled to most all US states. From flying to 15-hour straight road trips, I've done it all. And I've recently become very interested in the ways that I felt that traveling in my younger years helped me and the ways I feel that it's benefited me throughout my life and the way that I've grown up. I also have really gotten into looking about, I would love to travel when I'm in college or just out of college, and knowing how to do it in a way without having my parents covering most of the financial burden of traveling. I feel that traveling has taught me to become more independent, responsible, conscious of my surroundings, and be more appreciative of where we live and the things that we have here in Fargo. Today, I'm going to share with you all many of the health, well-being, and personal benefits that traveling in your youth years can have on all of us. I will also be covering many of the ways that you can travel more affordably so that maybe all of us here could travel while in college or just out of college, or even when you grow up, just to save a few bucks in the future. A Boundless.life article titled The Benefits of Travel for Children shares a quote from Mark Twain that says, individuals have a broader understanding of the way things are rather than the myopic outlook that can develop from vegetating in one little corner of the earth all of one's lifetime. Traveling is a thing that many strive to do in their lifetime, yet many never do so, whether it be parents that don't enjoy traveling, the cost of traveling, or maybe just the hassle of traveling with a large family is too much for some to bear. We see the effects of this in many children as they develop and grow into adults, lacking a sense of responsibility for themselves, lack of independence, or just a skewed perception of the world or worldly issues that they're never experiencing in their little town. There's an easy way to fix and to mend these problems, and that is traveling in their young years. Yes, these benefits and tips to travel can apply to those of all ages, but they have the biggest impact on the growing mind and soul. Traveling can help shape a kid into the person that they will become and affect their ability to maybe learn a new language, communicate with others, stand up for themselves, and a number of other things. The simple answer is to travel in any way that you can. A big extravagant vacation or a road trip to Minneapolis for the weekend. Both can have an impact on the young generation of humans. Now, a concern for many when it comes to traveling is the cost and affordability to be able to do so. But don't worry, the CNN article titled The 10 Best Budget Travel Tips That Will Help You, written by Lori Zino and Kyle Olson, says that with good budgeting and planning, enjoying a luxurious vacation without draining your bank account is entirely feasible. Budget traveling allows for young adults still getting their feet into the working world or families unable to afford going on an extravagant vacation, or even just those families that don't want to spend thousands of dollars on a trip. It gives them a way to still get out and visit the places that they want to for just a fraction of the cost. There are numerous ways to cut costs and budgeting while travel. Some of the most notable being road tripping, traveling outside of peak season, also known as the shoulder season, switching a hotel out for maybe a hostel if you're going overseas, or an Airbnb, embracing public transportation, going to you're going, or just in the area that you're going, making cost-conscious meal choices, maybe trading an extravagant expensive dinner for a cafe meal, or finding a local grocery store and getting something quick to go, and packing lightly, which I struggle to do. I'm a very bad overpacker. No matter how you choose to go about it, these will guarantee a cheaper overall cost. Now let's dive a little deeper into these cheaper traveling alternatives to feel more comfortable if you guys choose to try these maybe during your next travels. First, we'll take a look at road tripping. Road tripping is one of the most cost-effective ways to travel that there is. You can travel as far or as close to home as you choose. You can control every aspect of your trip. On a road trip, your vacation begins as soon as you start your engine, says AAA article titled 12 Reasons to Take a Road Trip. On a road trip, you're saving money in all aspects of travel. Gas would be cheaper than a plane ticket. No need to pay for luggage. You can pack as much as you want, pack for any possible thing that could occur while you're away. You'll save money on food if you choose to pack a few meals and snacks for your trip. And for those of you who have pets or plan on having pets for the future, you can bring them with you. No need to pay for boarding or a pet sitter. Now, I understand that a road trip probably doesn't appeal to everyone here. So now let's dive deeper in maybe the ways to travel on a budget when you're flying places. One of the biggest ways to travel cheaper to popular vacation spots is to visit during the shoulder season. EF.edu's article titled How to Travel on a Budget, Our 9 Best Travel Tips, explains shoulder season by saying, research the best time to visit your destination, also known as the peak season, and travel just before or just after, which is the shoulder season. In this, everything's still open. All the attractions you may want to do are open. The sun might not just shine quite as bright. You can still have the exact same experience as you may during peak season, but everything will be cheaper. Rooms will be cheaper, attractions will be cheaper, plane tickets will be cheaper, and you're not slumming it in the low season. Another great way to save money when traveling is to get a credit card with rewards that you'll be able to use towards your travels. I know many of us here are maybe 18, turning 18 soon, and can start using credit cards. Credit cards can have huge benefits when it comes to savings. There's a plethora of credit cards out there that allow you to earn points or earn credits to use towards cheaper plane tickets, just general cashback rewards, rewards on meals, rewards from grocery stores, all of that. Through research, you can find the card that would maybe best fit your needs and bank up on those rewards to save huge amounts of money while you're traveling. Now, traveling not only just makes us feel better, but it also clinically helps strengthen our brain and can improve one's health. Noron Atif shares on MemphisTours.com article titled Why is Travel Important? That traveling can calm one's mind and improve their mental health. He supports this claim by stating, restarting your life just for a small period and traveling will help you disconnect the virtual life and technology that we are all stuck in to help you feel more relaxed and chilled. Allowing our generation of children to have that disconnect from social media and technology has a great impact on their mind and well-being while on a trip away from home, and a chance to break free from the stress of a day-to-day life. As we see on this graph here, just little things, maybe going to museum, smelling the ocean, um, taking in a scenic view, seeing a new city, benefits all parts of our brain as a whole. And while your mind is growing, these will just jumpstart some growth and add for maybe new benefits that your mind will use in the future. Vindhya Sharda shares on Boundless.life that the experiences that we acquire during our travels are actually key to building brand new neural pathways in the brain. This leads to us becoming more creative, adaptable, and accepting of new ideas, which in return makes us happy. With the human brain continuing to develop to our mid to late 20s, the fact that traveling can have this large of an impact on the growing mind is crazy. Most of us in here still have the chance to create these new neural pathways, if not already. It is never too late to start. Never too late to start traveling and reaping those benefits for the rest of your life. Now, as we come to an end today, let's review what all we talked about. I began by looking at the overlooked issue that is the adverse effects of not traveling in one's youth. I shared ways to travel more affordably so that maybe we can all hopefully implement these in our future travels. In our future travels as adults, maybe potentially with children of our own, and some of the health and development benefits that travel has on youth and those of all ages. Now, can I see a raise of hands again of those who have traveled in their lifetime? Those of you without your hands raised, there's still time. We're still developing every day, and I challenge you to plan a trip for your family or even with friends. And I encourage any of us who may have kids one day to introduce your children to the joys and the world of traveling. I will leave you today with another quote from Mark Twain. He said, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. Thank you.